If you're stuck in agency life, overwhelmed, and watching your clients get better while you get worse, this might be the most important message you're going to see today. Oh, by the way, my name is Julia, and in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5-step system that's helped dozens of therapists go from agency burnout to building their own fully booked private practice without needing a massive following, without years of savings, and without trying to figure it out all alone. And I'm going to prove to you that everything you think you need to start, guess what? You don't actually need any of it. Here's what's really happening, therapist. You're stuck in a system that profits from your exhaustion. Let me say that again. You're stuck in a system that profits from your exhaustion and almost always rewards productivity over sustainability. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're seeing 30 plus clients a week, making $50-ish thousand a year, while you're generating $200,000 or more for somebody else. And every week you tell yourself the exact same lie. When I have X, then I'll start my private practice. When I have that perfect plan, when I have a full caseload first, when I figure it out all by myself, when I have a huge Instagram following, and definitely the lie, when I get that last certification, then I'll start my private practice. But here's the reality. Most therapists never make the leap. And it's not because they're not capable, and it's definitely not because they're not smart enough, but because they're following advice that was designed to keep them confused and stuck. Let me say that again. You're following advice that was designed to keep you confused and stuck. Just post on Instagram more, and the algorithm will just help you. Set up a Psych Today profile and just wait. Take that self-paced course with no support. Sounds helpful, right? Just take insurance. Make a website and clients will magically find you. And 6 months later, you're still stuck, still burned out, and guess what? Still underpaid. But hey, at least you set up that Psych Today profile that at least 3 people have clicked on. Meanwhile, that agency promoted you to lead clinician, which really means more responsibility and the same pay. And maybe a coworker gave you a mug with the word on it because you say it all the time. I know all of this because that was me. Here's a little backstory about me. I worked at 4 different community mental health agencies, always hoping the next one was going to get better. I was driving 45 minutes to work, seeing clients I didn't think were the right fit, getting shamed on Monday morning emails for not hitting my numbers, and making decisions between paying for my retirement or groceries. I could barely get myself to go to work most days, and it sure as hell was not because of the clients. You may ask, what was my final straw? I alluded to it before. They offered me a promotion with more responsibility and 0 additional pay. That day, I decided I was done. I was not going to stay in community mental health any longer. I was going to build my own private practice. But here's what nobody tells you. There was no clear path to building a private practice. I looked everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Everything I found was either self-paced courses with no accountability that I never finished, and I'm curious if anyone ever has. And if I had a question to ask, there was nobody to ask them to. Marketing-only programs that build you a website but didn't teach you how to run a business or get clients. And most were not even focused on the uniqueness of a therapy website, which is not like any other business. Generic business coachings that didn't understand therapists, these are everywhere. Or programs that completely ignored the financial training I so desperately needed. None of them were built for therapists. So I stopped looking for the answers and I decided to build it myself. But I had to figure it out by myself the hard way. I wasted thousands of dollars, made countless mistakes, and spent years of piecing random advice together. But eventually, I built my own successful private practice. Full fee clients I love, a flexible schedule, and hey, I actually get to enjoy my life again and make more money than I ever thought was possible. And I figured out a system to build a successful and profitable private practice. This is exactly where Practice Copilot came into fruition. So you don't have to waste all those years and monies like I did. And after helping dozens of therapists do this, I can tell you the path is way simpler than you may think. Let me say that again. After helping dozens of therapists do this, I can tell you the path is actually way simpler than you may think. I developed a step-by-step system that shows you how to leave agency burnout, get fully set up as a business, and attract full fee clients. This is our 5-step process. Step 1, build your foundation and set clear goals. Let me say it again. Build your foundation and set clear goals. Clarify your vision and create a personalized budget because no two budgets are the same. Set up your business legally. EIN, business bank account, all the basics. And know exactly how many clients you need to replace your income and much, much more. When our client Phil got clear on his numbers, he realized he was only 2 clients away from hitting his monthly goal. Or Sheila, one of our other amazing clients, who told us when we started working together, she finally thought that she was building a real business instead of just some side hustle. Step 2, clarify your niche and ideal client. Hone in on exactly who you want to work with, not everyone with anxiety. Create messaging that speaks directly to them everywhere. Create messaging that speaks directly to your ideal client everywhere. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. If you walk away with one thing today, it's that the riches are in the niches. Alex, our client, was so terrified to niche down. She thought she couldn't get enough clients if she niched down. She identified her specialty, women recovering from relationship trauma, using EMDR. Now, she attracts only her ideal clients, has almost no no-shows, and charges her full rate confidently. Step 3, marketing to be found. That is the ultimate goal of marketing, is to be found. Get a website that actually converts, not a do-it-yourself disaster. Optimize your Google business profile and all of those directories, and build an intentional referral network, not just referrals from other therapists. By the way, if you choose to work with us, we don't just give you a website template. Our team builds you a custom website optimized for your ideal client, where you get to focus on everything else. Our client, Toby, came to us knowing her niche, but not having a website that resonated with her ideal clients. We built her an optimized website for her ideal clients, and within 6 months, she was full and had to leave her agency job. She was pretty happy about that. Step 4, master client conversion and financial stability. Nail your consultation calls so the right clients book immediately. Learn how to say your rate without flinching. I know how hard this is for therapists. Set up your EHR, intake systems, and budgeting from day 1. Our client Brian came to us panicked about having to set up an EHR and do it by himself. We helped him step by step set up an EHR and feel confident on those consultation calls. Or our client Jaleesa, she was so worried of how to respond to potential client emails. We showed her a template how to do so, how to send paperwork to clients before even starting her first session. She now feels confident to do so. And step 5, grow and scale. Run Google ads so you get clients fast. If you work with us, we will actually do this for you. Track what's working and drop what's not. Stop trying to make something work that's not working. Drop it and keep doing the thing that is working. And build sustainable growth, not just survival mode. Let me show you what happens when real therapists trust our process. And I want to say this, that these aren't special people. Well, they are because they're special to me, but they are just therapists like you who stop trying to figure it out all alone. Toby came to us exhausted, overwhelmed, and felt so stuck at her agency. We showed her the way, and now she works 3 days a week in her private practice and is actually enjoying her life and traveling. What a dream. Or Alex, who felt so unsure and unsteady on picking her niche and staying firm on her rate. We helped her identify her niche, build her client attracting website, and stay firm on her rate. Or our client Jaleesa, overwhelmed, wanting to start but felt so scared to do it by herself or making a mistake. We worked with her to build her practice and her specialty, and within the first month, she got 2 private practice clients. Amazing. Or Parsa, who came to us so worried and panicked, he didn't even want to look at his numbers. He was so worried. We looked at his numbers with him, and within 6 months, we helped him increase his caseload by 67%. Let me tell you, he was relieved. Or our client Sheila, who wanted to start so desperately, but wanted to make sure she attracted the right clients from the get-go. We helped her identify a referral relationship with a birthing center, since her niche was working with women who had recently had a child utilizing EMDR and brain spotting. This was a perfect shoe-in to get her ideal clients. Or Brian, who wanted to leave his group practice so desperately but was panicked on how to do it. We set up a step-by-step plan for him to leave that group practice and start his own practice. And he is doing amazing. We are so happy for him. So the question becomes, how do you get the same results? How do you get what Toby, Alex, Brian, and Parsa get? That's exactly what Practice Copilot is designed to do. Let me show you what is inside Practice Copilot. When you join Practice Copilot, we work together every other week for 6 months. We build out your budget, your referral network, your niche, all of your business setup like EIN, EHR, financial planning, intake, consultation call scripts, more and more. And guess what? Then, based on your niche, our team builds you a custom, done for you website. You heard that right. Once we nail your niche, our team builds you a custom, done for you website. Your branding, your colors, built specifically to reach your ideal client, fully optimized. Plus, a social media strategy and Google Ads. So those clients, they actually find you. And here's the guarantee that makes this a no-brainer. If you complete the full program and don't get at least 2 private pay clients or 20 leads by the end of our time together, we will work with you for 2 additional months at absolutely no cost to you. You either get results or you get more support for free. I love to call this a complete business in a box. So I want to be clear about what this really means. Most programs charge $3,000 for a website template. We build you a custom website. Most programs charge $2,000 a month for Google Ads management. That's included. Most coaching programs hand you PDFs and videos and say, good luck. We actually work with you. You're getting a licensed therapist who has been through exactly what you're going through. A real marketing team handling the technical stuff that's always in your corner. Accountability so you actually follow through. A clear roadmap so you know exactly what to do next. And financial systems so you're not panicking at tax time. Practice Copilot is the only program out there for therapists that is truly done with you and done for you so you can build your dream practice with confidence. I know you might be thinking, hey, Julia, I don't have time for this now. Let's be real, you don't have time to stay in agency burnout either. We literally had Brian and Jaleesa launch their practice while working full times. You don't need to quit first. Most of our clients actually start with us while they're working at their agency. We build with you. I don't have enough money saved up. Most therapists think they need $20,000 in the bank before they can even think about starting a private practice. You don't. You need a clear plan to get clients. 2 or 3 full fee private pay clients covers the cost of our program. And guess what? We help you get there. You don't need a safety net. You need a system. What if I niche down and don't get enough clients? That is the lie that is keeping you stuck. Alex had the exact same fear. The opposite happened. When you speak directly to someone's pain, they find you. When you try to help everyone, you attract no one. Uh-oh, I'm not tech savvy enough. Neither was anyone in our program. That's exactly why we built the program the way that we did. You don't need to be. You get to focus on being a therapist. What if it doesn't work for me, Julia? Then we work with you for 2 extra months for free. That's the guarantee you literally can't lose. So here's the reality. Right now, you have 2 choices. Choice 1, close this video, go back to agency life, and keep hoping things will magically get better. Stay overwhelmed, underpaid, and watching your ideal life slip away. In 12 months, you'll be in the same place, maybe a different agency, same burnout, and still telling yourself someday. Or choice 2, book a 30-minute call with me right now. No application, no pitch, just clarity and a plan. We'll talk about where you're stuck. I'll show you exactly what needs to happen next. You'll walk away with the next steps, whether we work together or not. Worst case, you get free 30 minutes of coaching and direction. Best case, you finally build the private practice you've been dreaming about with structure, support, and a strategy that actually works. Click the button below the video. Book the call. Let's build your private practice together. Because here's what I want you to know. You didn't become a therapist to be a productivity machine for someone else's profit, regardless of what the agency told you. You became a therapist to help people, to make an impact, and to have flexibility and freedom in your life. That's still possible, but only if you decide to make it happen. Click the button below, book your call, and let me show you on the other path. And I can't wait to see you on the other side. Take care.